isn't only about a science content, but it's also about comprehension. So you know we've been working on these skills for strategies of predicting, questioning, clarifying, and summarizing. Today, as we read our science text, then we'll also be focusing on some of these skills, and I'll help you along as we do that. And first of all, you know, one of the first skills is predicting, and it's similar to pre-reading. Hello, I am Priscilla, the predictor. Today I have brought my crystal ball, and I want to share my secrets with you. They are old family secrets, very, very old. And you know, science and magic and predicting, they all go together. So, now let me see here. Children, look on page 284. There is a subtitle in blue. Tell me what that says. Tanaya.
What is light?
And there are some subtitles. I see 3. Tell me these subtitles. Taylor. Oh, you're not in this. Jackson. Absorption.
Absorption. Reflection. Surface that reflects light.
Okay, now tell me what pictures you see, Christy.
The light moving away from the White House.
Okay, you're reading the captions too. Very good. And you see what in the picture? A lighthouse, water, a little sunshine, maybe, or moonlight. And Samantha. A boat, yes. And let's see, I see one more thing. Julia, my dear Julia. What about on page 285?
When light hit some objects, it reflects off in a different direction.
Okay, so we've looked at the captions, we've looked at the pictures, the subtitles. What do you think that we will be learning about today? Chris?
Light.
Light. What else? I think that we will learn, let me check. Yes, I think that we will learn about light. And 2 other things? Erin? Absorption. Very good, very good. Okay. Priscilla must leave now. Yes, Kenyon.
What reflects light?
Yes, that's right. Okay. Very good. So, did you meet my friend Priscilla?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's begin on page 284 with some reading. Holly, would you like to start off?
Light is a form of energy you detect with your eyes. It allows you to see objects. You have learned that the sun is Earth's main source of light. Fires, light bulbs, and even fireflies are some other sources of light.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, Jackson. Second paragraph.
Light travels away from a source in a straight path. When you turn a flashlight, you turn on a flashlight, you can see a clear stream of light. Even light from the sun travels millions of miles through space in a straight path. Light travels in a straight path until it hits an object.
Until it hits an object? Until it hits an object? What does that mean exactly? And what happens when a light hits an object? Well, oh, excuse me, I'm so sorry. I am so used to asking questions. My name is Queenie. I'm the questioner. I work for KNOW TV, and I love to ask questions. Every day I go out, I ask who, what, when, where, how, and why. How many? You know what? I'm so good at asking questions, some teachers have even hired me to make up their tests and their quizzes because I have learned that when I'm reading or when I'm talking to people to ask questions. Ask questions first and then I learn. So here is a question. Here's my question. It says that it moves in a straight path until it hits an object. Well, what happens when it hits an object? What do you think happens, Chris?
The light, when it hits an object, the light shines on that object. It makes it lighter, more visible.
More visible, that's a good way to put it. Well, Aaron.
The light, when it hits it can make a reflection.
And what about this? If I had a ball, I'd throw it, but I don't. So if I had a ball, which might be like light, and I threw the ball and it hit the wall, where would it go? Bounce right back. That's what reflection is all about. So let's read on. Let's see. Tanaya, would you like to read the next paragraph? Absorption. Absorb. Oh, no, my child. No. I think that something you said needs a little clarifying. You know, let's see, it says, absorption is when light that hits an object is taken in by an object. Taken in by an object? What is that? What? I think that needs to be clarified. And you know what? I am just the person to draw your attention to that. My name is Clarissa. I worked as a school teacher for years. And then I moved to the library where I read books and I clarify. I say, what is the meaning of this? This idea, this word. So this says it's taken in by an object. Miss Smothers, could you clarify for these students what that means? Whew. Oh yes, I'd be happy to. Okay. Now, remember this. Where is Keon? Oh shoot, I won't be able to use you today. Okay. Remember, we were talking about light, that it moves in a straight path. Now, it doesn't exactly mean like just in a straight line. You know, we talked a little bit about that motion that I'm not so very good at doing. Like this. Light moves in waves. Okay, but it moves in a straight line. Imagine this. Imagine that we are on a field trip at the fairgrounds going on a roller coaster ride. So I've got Chris and Samir in the first car, Holly and Aaron in the second car, Tristan and Julia in the third car, everybody else following along. And we're going like this, just like light travels. But then, as we have often seen, Chris sits on the back of his chair, you know, on the very top, falls off. Well, this, I don't know if you remember this word. We called it electromagnetic radiation. Light, sunlight, this kind of light, it falls under the category of electromagnetic radiation. So, it's kind of weird because electromagnetic radiation is made out of waves and particles. It's like got characteristics of both. So you know the wave, you know a particle. Chris is the particle. Chris is the particle that we call photons. So here we've got the wave traveling along. Bing! One of them falls out. The photon jumps out. Chris. Now, when it says it's taken in by an object, what that means is the whole roller coaster doesn't go in, but Chris, bing, the photon can be absorbed. And that's what this is talking about, okay? All right. So add that to your list. We could do a quick review. Let's do Solids. Vibrating in place, tight together. Liquids. Sliding past each other. Little spread out. Gases. And now we have electromagnetic radiation. Wave. Particle. Bing. Photon. Okay. Okay, Christy, how about the next paragraph?
Another way light can interact with matter is reflection. In reflection, light bounces off an object. The light changes direction and continues to move in a straight path. Light reflects off objects in much the same way that a ball bounces. It hit the object and bounced off a different direction.
In a different something. Okay. Yes, Chris. Oh, we're not going to. We're going to stop right there. We are going to stop right there. And what I'd like for you to do, I am going to pass out two paragraphs about light. I want you to work with somebody. And before we do that, let's just look at a few of these things. Let's review. Predicting. When you predict, you look at the pictures. We call it pre-reading sometimes. Sometimes, depending on where we're using the prediction scale, but you look at the title and the subtitle, you look at the pictures, you look at the captions, and you look at the bolded words before you start reading. That way, you can prepare your mind. You say, okay, I can tell this is going to be about light. It's going to be about, looks like it's going to be about reflection and absorption. All of a sudden, when I say that, I know that absorption was a new word for some people. I'd say, well, gosh, what is absorption? How do you say absorption? Those are the kinds of questions that you can ask when you look at something new that you've never read before. Questioning is who, what, when, where, why, how often, how many. Okay. And then as I'm reading, if I'm reading fast, I might not notice. If I'm just reading to try and do my homework assignment and just trying to hurry, I might not do this, but that's not really a good thing to do. It's good when you're reading, if you don't understand something, to say, wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense, or that's not what I thought, or, something. Ask yourself again. It's asking questions, and you're saying, I don't know what that word means, or that idea doesn't make any sense to me. So you take the time to clarify, and you say, I need to understand this. I need to know the meaning of this word or this idea. And when you're done reading, and sometimes you have to go ahead and you have to read the same thing 2 or 3 times. Whoops. You summarize. You tie the main points together, and you come up with a summary. And sometimes that's hard to do. It's a skill you're still working on. But if you just think about looking at the main points, and in this case, you can even look at the subtitles to help you out, you can summarize what you've read. Okay, so now let me pass these out. So what you can do here is you work with a neighbor, work with the person sitting next to you, read these 2 paragraphs. On the back of your sheet, you will find 2 Post-it notes. So what I want you to do is you're going to basically put on your Post-it note what we've got on the chart in the back. Put predict, question, clarify, summarize. You're going to put your name on the front or the back somewhere on the Post-it note, because I'll take these up. If you want to underline, make marks, circle something while you're reading, that's fine with me. We'll take about 5, do you want to keep those 5-7 minutes to do this? See how it goes here. Oh, you got a Post-it. You can share that. Okay, you 2 work on that. Or the 3 of you can work on it together if you want to. And I think I'm missing, yeah? Let me give you another one. Let's see. Yeah, you can take it off the back. You don't have to keep it on there. I just put it there to make it easier to handle.